bury me. What do you think? A hopeless case, another sting. But if you looked at me, you really looked at me, you'd see a woman who's not quite as she seems. And if you talk to me, you really talk to me, you'd know I was like you with hopes and dreams. A workhouse girl with fire in her soul, a Hinckley girl who has a heart of gold. When we're in the street, do you pass on by? Don't stop and meet, look us in the eye. When you hurry on, do we stay in mind? Or are you glad you're not our kind? But if you looked at us, you really looked at us, you see that we're not quite as we seem. And if you talk to us, you really talk to us, you know we were like you with hopes and dreams. Workhouse folk whose lives are lost, the poor of Hinckley were born the cost. So please stop a while and take a chance on this Hinckley workhouse romance.
Put the sewing down for a minute, Dora. I'm dying to know what happens next in the story. I was awake half a night thinking about what might happen. You don't think he'll leave her all alone, do you? He wouldn't be much of a gentleman to do that. Or maybe he'll be killed by pickpockets and cutthroats. Or maybe he'll be restrained by his father. I hate him. Or maybe...
Jenny, you're exhausting. Look, I'll read the next chapter tonight, maybe two, but now I really must get on my sewing. Mrs. Pargeter says we're to have these visitors from the trustees and she wants these curtains looking like new.
Blooming trustees? What do they want anyway? They come, they poke around, they sniff the air, they say, how do you do, and shake your hand, and then they're gone. Never giving us a second thought. In fact, I bet if you were to ask them whose hand they just shut, they'd not be able to tell you whether it's a man or woman. That's how much notice they take of us.
Well, you may be right, but all I know is without their money this place wouldn't survive. And then where will we be?
Well, I suppose that's true, but it'd be nice to be seen, proper like, to be seen for who I am and not who I seem to them.
I see you, Jenny. I see the most beautiful girl in the world. I see the most kindest and faithful of friends. I see not only who you are, but who you could be if you were given the chance.
Given the chance? Well, that's it, exactly. That's what we need, every one of us here. We just need a chance. But who'd give a workhouse girl a chance at something better? Oh, Mr. No One, that's who. Right, I'll leave it to you sewing, but I'll hold you to your promise, 2 chapters tonight.
I only said maybe 2 chapters.
I never heard no maybes. It's 2 chapters tonight, no arguments. Mind you don't prick those pretty fingers, Dora.
That's Jenny Mayhew. She's the life and soul of this place. All smiles and laughter, though, God knows. She ain't got much to laugh about. Do you see her limp? Her dad did that. Hit with a branch when she were little, all because her dinner weren't hot enough. He died when she was 10. Her mum and Jenny ended up here in the workhouse. Her mum died last year. Jenny can't do much, but she does what she can, and whatever she does, she brings joy, and that's worth everything. And me? I'm Dora. I've lived here all my life. I'm a foundling. Found on the steps of Hinckley Workhouse and brought in by Mrs. Pargeter. That's the director's wife. She treated me like I was one of her own, though I know she shouldn't have. She taught me to cook, taught me to sew, taught me to read. I'm one of the few that can actually read in this place. And we love a good story. I love a story with an happy ending. I read to a group of them every night. We like Charlotte Brame the best, an Hinckley girl herself. She lived here, you know, in the director's house for a while. She knew about poverty and suffering. And whenever she wrote her stories, it was like a reaction. In her books, everything turns out right. She fuels our dreams. Right, I best be getting on. I've got work to do and trustees to impress. Can't forget Charlotte now, can I?
Oh, Lord Derwin, it's so good of you to come and see us. We look forward to your visits very much. And you've brought your son.
Yes, Philip. Thought it was about time he saw the world, don't you know? Well, he wastes his time riding and hunting and dancing with pretty girls. And I say to him, he doesn't know the half of it. So, I insisted he come here. Not that I'm suggesting in any way that this is a bad place, you understand. It's just the people here haven't had our privileges.
Oh, indeed, no. The people here have suffered often through no fault of their own. Now, I'm not saying some haven't brought it on themselves, what with the drink and all, but some, like little Jenny Mayhew or dear Dora, I mean, we don't even know who her parents might be. She might be a daughter of a lady or a maid. She's a mystery. It's been dealt a bad hand in the game of life. Still, she makes the most of it, and one day she'll be far away from here and into service. She'll make a fine servant.
And that's the limit of our ambition, to be a servant.
Well, what else is there to do for a girl like that?
She could marry.
Use your brain, Philip. She's a foundling child. No family. Well, who'd want to marry into that? Oh, she may marry, of course. Someone who doesn't care about such things. Another servant, perhaps, or a merchant with a kindly heart. But that's the best she can hope for. I mean, what has she to offer any gentleman?
Is she pretty?
Oh, yes, she's pretty. And she can cook and sew and read.
Well, there you are, Father. What more could a man ask for? Why, she might be just the girl for me. You're always saying I need a good woman in my life.
Don't even joke about it. You little scamp. He's always like this, Mrs. Pargeter. Why, only the other day, he suggested he might marry the butler's daughter who sometimes helps around the house.
I do it to tease you. You're such an old fogey.
Well, maybe I am. But we have a tradition to live up to. Standards. Now, Mrs. Pargeter, where do we start?
Well, if you don't mind, Lord Derwin, the children have prepared a little song of welcome. Now, it's only short and simple, but it would mean a lot if you were just to stay and listen.
Oh, very well. As long as it is short.
Hello, come in, you're welcome here. Shake hands, please do, there's nothing to fear. Take off your coats and get yourself at home. Have a drink, we're so glad you could come. We'll all be friends together. We're all just birds of a feather. In a way we're like sister and brother. In one great big Hinckley family. Let's walk and talk, see around the place. It's big and cold, but there's so much space. And we work hard every day, God sends. Sometimes it seems like it never ends. We'll all be friends together. We're all just birds of a feather. In a way we're like sister and brother. In one great big Hinckley family. And when you go, please don't forget us. Pass on the streets, please give us a smile. For we know that you won't be here long. And we won't see you again for a while. We'll all be friends together. We're all just birds of a feather. In a way we're like sister and brother. In one great big Hinckley family. We'll be friends together. We're all just birds of a feather. In a way we're like sister and brother. In one great big Hinckley family.
Lovely children, lovely! What do you think, Lord Derwin?
Not sure I liked the words all that much. Smacked a little of socialism, I think, eh, Philip?
Oh, I thought the whole thing really rather jolly, Father. Very clever. That girl conducted.
Oh, Dora, the one we spoke about earlier.
Did she write it? The song, I mean. It's very good. Not what I'd expect from a workhouse girl.
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe on your way around you can ask her for yourself.
Speaking of which, Mrs. Pargeter, we do have a schedule.
Of course, forgive me. Let's go to the children's dormitories first, I think.
Lord Derwin's a bit miserable, isn't he? Looked like he picked a chocolate from the box and found it was Turkish delight. But his son, look at him, all smiles. He's Just how I imagine one of Charlotte's heroes might look.
Oh, Lord Derwin's a busy man. He's probably running late now. He's had to listen to the choir, and that's my fault.
Oh, get away with you, it was lovely. Mrs. Pargett looked proud as peacock when we was all singing. Oh, here comes the toss. Best wash my hands.
And this is Jenny. Now, she's been here a while on account of a disability, but she's hardworking and a good girl.
Pleased to see you, Lordship. I imagine you was mighty impressive while singing.
Yes. Delightful. Were you in the choir?
Front row.
Ah, yes.
I'm Philip. I saw you there. You were singing rather well, giving it everything you've got, so to speak.
Yeah, that's me. Enthusiastic. To a fault. And the fault is I can't sing all that well, but quantity over quality any time, I say.
Absolutely. And you must be Dora. I've heard all about you from Mrs. Pargeter. You wrote the song. Very clever. I liked it enormously, though Father thought it smacked a little of socialism.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. I'm sorry if it offended you. I didn't mean to. It's just true, that's all. I mean, I try and be true. I learned that from my favourite author, Charlotte Brame. You may have read her?
No, I can't say that I have, but I will make sure that I do. What do you recommend?
Dora Fawn, sir. It's
Yes,
all about her.
well, very good, commendable and all that. Now, where next, Mrs. Pargeter? I only have 10 minutes.
To the laundry room and the chapel, double quick.
Come on, Philip! Don't dawdle! You may live a life of leisure, but some of us work.
Just a minute. I say, Dora, it is okay to call you Dora, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Ignore my father. I thought the song was excellent. Keep at it. Marvellous. And, Jenny, I'll get that book and read it before I come again. Promise.
Sir,
Yes?
you seem to be staring.
Oh, heavens. So I am. How rude.
Philip!
Coming! So sorry, must dash. See you again sometime, I hope.
Wow, he's fallen head over heels in love with you, he has. The whole time he was talking to me, he was staring at you.
Don't be daft, Jenny. He's a son of a lord.
What's that got to do with anything I'd like to know? Mark my words, he's fallen for you. And now there'll be trouble. Why, it's just like Dora Fawn. We're living one of Charlotte's stories, for real.
Oh, nonsense, Jenny. You do talk some rubbish. Come on, we best be getting on. Do you really think that?
Just like one of Charlotte's novels, just like it. We all know how they end, don't we?
You cannot possibly be serious, Philip. What you are saying is absolute nonsense. It's madness, total madness. The consequences of folly seldom end with their originator. Rely upon it, Philip. If you were to take this most foolish and unadvisable step, you would bring misery upon yourself and everyone connected with you. Listen to reason.
Yes, I know, Father. I see the truth in what you say, but I can't deny how I feel. One minute, I was watching some children singing a sickly sweet popular song, and the next... Father, I have never been in love before, but this is it. This is the real thing. This is not a misalliance, as society would suggest. She is good and fair, modest and graceful. Her heart is pure as her face is fair. What more could a man want?
What does goodness matter? Let love die. If the world were allowed to marry who they loved, it would descend into chaos. People would no longer know their place. What would happen to society? What would happen to us? No. Love is a luxury only found in books. In real life, it is an inconvenience that must be overcome. Now put this stupid idea out of your head and return to your senses.
If only it were so simple. But I'm caught, captivated, bewitched. I'm lost. If I can't have Dora, then I will have no one. Father will set to work now to distract me. He'll send me abroad on a grand tour, or set up a swirl of introduction to rich young women who are of the right class, but have no brains and no character. Well, it won't work, even if he disinherits me. But he wouldn't, would he? No. I must go for a walk. I need to find time to think. I need space. Oh, heaven, that you put this angel in my path. It is her. I'm undone.
Oh my lord, we meet again so soon. I was just on my way to you. I've got that book that I said about. You're still staring.
Dora, I love you. I don't know why this has happened, but heaven has seen fit to let Cupid's arrow pierce my heart, and I am yours. From the moment we met.
Please don't say that, sir. Please don't say that. You do neither of us a justice talking in that way, for we both know it's impossible.
And yet your author, your beloved Charlotte Brame, suggested it might be so.
But not without cost.
I will pay it.
You don't know what you're saying. You must go home to your father and forget about me, and I will go home and forget about you, and oh, how I wish I'd never read her now with her impossible dreams.
So, you see what must be done.
Yes, I understand. It's impossible to believe that one of my own should throw herself like that, and Dora, of all people, Dora.
Well, I'll lay no blame on the girl. If there is any blame, then it lies with that author that she's so fond of. All novelists, in fact, should be shot. The lot of them. Dangerous people, writers. They can bring a world tumbling down with their words, their ideas. We might all be better off if we didn't teach people to read at all.
Now, I can't agree with you on that one, my lord. Education is the one key to freedom that we allow these girls.
It's a key that leads them into a prison, not out of one. But disagree if you must. Just get rid of the girl.
Yes, she'll be gone by the morning. You have my word.
Then that is enough. Good day, Mrs. Pargeter, and thank you. I think in the light of what has happened here, it might be better in future if I resigned my position on the board. So allow me to take this opportunity to thank you for all that you have done. We shan't meet again.
No, not in this world. Nor the next, I suppose.
Move them quick, Dora's in such a stage, she's threatening to leave something to happen, and I bet that's Philip behind it.
Ah, there you are. Been looking all over. Where the devil have you been? And what's this? Filling your head with nonsense?
What, the book? It's really rather good. And do you know why? Because it's real. It's not nonsense. This book describes the feelings that dwell in men and women's hearts with uncanny accuracy. She understands what it is to be in love, to hope, to dream. She dares suggest that love can conquer all, can overcome any obstacle, any barrier. She feels that this world is not the way it should be, but that if we just dare, then anything is possible.
Right. Well, that is quite a speech. But I am unmoved. I have done what is necessary. I've sent the girl away. You'll not see her again.
Jenny, it's all up to you now. You must continue to read the stories, lead the choir, bring the joy. I will miss you. Life will be empty without you. And Mrs. Pargeter, there's nothing to forgive. It's because of you that I can get this job and have a better life for myself. Thank you.
Oh, good luck, Dora. We'll miss you. Now, you never forget us.
Oh, Dora, no, please don't go. I can't do all that you ask of me. I'm not you.
No, thank heaven you're not. You're stronger. You're better. You're the person I wish I could be. Why, if I had your heart, then maybe... Nothing. Nothing. Goodbye. I'm not allowed to write, but Maybe one day we'll meet again.
Isn't it? Jenny, the enthusiastic singer. You're Dora's friend, aren't you? Can we talk?
We can talk if you like, but I don't suppose your father would like it.
Oh, bother my father. He can go hang him. Well, I read your book.
Oh, Dora Fauna, did you like it?
I liked the ending, and thought the man a fool to have allowed his life be dictated by... well, you know.
It ends well, but really, if anyone behaved with any courage, it would have ended well sooner.
But that would have meant it was only a short story, and we would have missed so much.
But I like how Dora was never bitter. That's true love, that is. No room in the heart for bitterness and regret.
Do you know where she's gone?
I'm not supposed to know. But I may have sneaked a peek at some papers on Miss Pargetter's desk. She's in Brighton. She's a nanny now, looks after 2 children, spends a lot of time by the pier. Are you thinking of trying to find her?
I am.
And then what?
I'll marry her.
You're assuming she'll want to marry you, and of course she might not, though she'd be a fool not to, because if you were to ask me, well, straight away I'd say yes, but you're not going to ask me, because it's Dora as you love.
I'd want you to come with us too. You and Dora should never have been separated. You're her friend, and I believe mine too.
I can be your friend. I like you, but won't you be terribly poor?
Father can disinherit me. I'll not have a title, but my mother left me an income of my own. More than enough to live on. And who knows, maybe one day he may come round.
You want your happy ending?
Desperately. Don't we all? Isn't that what we all want from life? The assurance that, in the end, everything will be okay.
And it will, according to the scriptures.
Yes, I know.
But you want your happy ending in the here and now and not the hereafter. Fair enough. Right, she's with Mrs. Plum and her husband. He's in the army. Let me know how you get on and when I can pack my bags.
Do you think she'll agree?
Of course she will. Now you can kiss me if you like as a way of saying thank you. That's my first kiss, that is. I'll treasure that.
So will I. Wish me luck.
You don't need it, but come up on safe, sir.
Careful, children. The tide's coming in. You don't want to get your feet wet and ruin your new shoes.
Well, then I'll take them off and paddle.
Here, Dora, you can have my shoes too.
There's a man over there. He's staring at you.
Do you know him?
Well, I knew a man who stared once, a very long time ago, and very far away. I'm sure I told you of him. His name was Philip. He wanted me to marry him.
And you didn't want to?
I did. But it wasn't possible. He was the son of a lord. It would have meant giving up everything.
It could be him. He's staring mighty hard, and he's coming this way. Shall we stay and guard you?
I'm sure he's just a tourist out for a stroll. I'll be fine.
Dora, I have come to find you and ask you a question.
Are you a friend of Dora's?
I am. In fact, I hope one day to be her husband.
Oh, you must be Philip. We've heard a lot about you. What took you so long?
Yes.
Yes,
In answer to your question, yes.
but I haven't asked you yet.
You came. That was enough.
Discover the joy that we seek. We learn about love that lies just ahead in a place that no longer looks bleak. We can smile, we can dream, we can hope. We can laugh, we can sing, we can dance. We can wonder, we can cheer, we delight in our Hinckley workhouse romance.
In our dreams that we believed we could have a life together that was good. And in a book we found truth and chats that gave life to our workhouse romance. So you stopped a while and you took the chance to hear our story of this Hinckley workhouse romance, of this Hinckley workhouse romance.
Thank you all, thank you all. Discover the joy that we seek. We learn about love that lies just ahead in a place that no longer looks bleak. We can smile, we can dream, we can hope. We can laugh, we can sing, we can dance. We can wonder, we can cheer, we delight in our Hinckley workhouse romance.
together that was good. And in a book we found truth and chance that gave life to a workhouse romance. So you stopped a while and you took the chance to hear our story of this Hinckley workhouse romance, of this Hinckley workhouse